some advice. I got some advice for everybody when it comes to YouTube, okay. When it comes to podcasting. Just stop pointing at other people.
Yeah.
And start doing your thing.
Yes.
You know how many people
do your own thing.
You know how many people try to get me in drama with other people? I get emails all the time. They're like, dude, did you see this guy? I'm like, I don't care.
It's spilling on me. People are hitting me up like, yo, Tim just did this and I am so upset. I'm just like, keep moving.
Delete.
Boop, boop, boop. No, I won't delete it. But,
I'm not the person for you.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
if you want reality TV, you got to get it somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's not going to be here. I mean, actually, Timcast IRL is literally the more personal, like, telling stories.
This is reality, baby.
Right, yeah, this is.
Hey,
so you're kind of there.
Our reality.
Yeah, it's weird.
But I'm, there's a ton of people who like make videos about me and stuff. Yeah. And I've had a ton of people try to get me to do live shows and debates and stuff, talk about my family or whatever. And I'm like, why is it relevant to anyone else's life?
Right, it's not.
It wouldn't fulfill me either. If I had two choices, quit or do reality TV, I'd be like, I'm going to go to the woods, man, build a little hut, my own business.
Go whittle some sticks.
But here's the advice. Here's the advice. Like I'm adding to what I said before. Focus on yourself. You're not going to succeed crossing your fingers that someone else is going to interview you, that someone else is going to debate you.
Yep.
You can't send a nasty message to someone hoping that that's going to get you attention. Some people take the bait. It's not worth it. If you want to succeed, the secret is a combination of, first, hard work. Second, you got to figure it out. You got to have that knowledge. You got to find that opportunity. And lastly, a little bit of luck.
Yep.
Right place, right time, right move. But I like to discount the luck thing.
It does. Well, at the same time, though, I am a perfect example of luck. I happen to know somebody.
That's not luck.
It's not?
That's what I was going to say. It's not luck.
How is that not luck? I mean, I have known you for a long time.
Exactly. It's not luck.
Not like, yeah, but you could have hit up a couple.
You could have said
people,
no.
I'm sure. I could have said no. Yeah,
you could have rejected
how
it.
could I not?
Right.
Chance.
I love this. I love you guys.
It's the best.
Chance favors the prepared.
Yeah. Okay.
The luck that you encounter is a result of the decisions you made.
Yeah. Is it preparedness? Is it like?
It's preparedness.
Yeah. It's like getting yourself, knowledgeable about things.
I mean,
also helps a lot. Yeah. I guess.
We've known each other for a long time. We tried doing a show before. I wanted to do this van thing. It didn't work out so much.
Yeah.
I hit you up instead, and you were available. And you said, "Let's do it."
Yep.
But we had tried before, so I wouldn't call it luck.
I am pretty lucky though. I have had a blessed life, man.
I disagree,
dude. My life, I'm a lucky person. I love it. I'm so grateful for the opportunities I've had, and it's good. I feel lucky to be here, and nothing you say can change that.
Well,
you look at the comments about you. And people are like, oh, at first I didn't know I felt about, Soy Jesus. Now I'm seeing like he's actually Soy Chad or whatever. Or they're like, he just went full MAGA. The fact is,
oh, man.
First comes hard work.
Yeah.
Above everything else. Second is the knowledge, the ability to do something.
Okay.
So you have clearly articulated thoughts on a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
You're confident on camera. You're able to speak English well. I'll tell you what, man, whether you might not recognize it because you're like, this is easy. I'm just talking. No, I've done interviews with people, and it's like they stop talking immediately. They can't do it.
Yeah. All right.
So it really is
I've
it's a combination of factors. Ultimately, though, I think it's hard work. Luck is real, and the way I would describe luck is just like sometimes opportunity comes along for some people.
Yeah.
But more importantly, luck is a fraction of success.
It's true. I will admit that. Yeah.
Right place, right time. Sure.
That's a good point.
But I'll put it this way.
You also got to commit. You got to do the work.
Let's put it this way.
Go ahead.
You go to a 7-Eleven and you find $1 in your pocket. And you're like, oh, man, I got an extra $1. And the clerk looks you in the eye and says, hey, buddy, you should buy this lottery ticket. And you go, nah, and you walk away. And that lottery ticket was a winning number. You had the money. You were prepared. You were given the opportunity. You rejected it. It's not luck that you chose not to take it. Maybe you're happy with the $1. Maybe you would have chosen to buy and said, wow, I'm so lucky. Well, tons of people have thrown away lotto tickets only for someone to find it later and be like, it's a winner. And then they try and get it back like, no, it was mine. So I'll tell you what, my advice, you want to do a show, you want to do a podcast, just start doing it.
Yep.
Seriously. Everybody's like, man, I can't.
Your own thing.
You want to know how many times I've gotten messages from people asking me to connect them with Joe Rogan?
Yep.
Dude, no way. That is the most inappropriate thing ever. You think I'm going to message that guy and be like, yo, this guy randomly texted me and said he wants it?
Hey,
Get outta
this
here,
random
dude.
person just hit me up and wants to get to know you,
Oh,
Joe.
yeah, that'll work.
Sure.
Good, yeah.
I try to be nice.
By the way, next time you talk to him, put in a good word, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
I try to be nice, and now I'm like, look, man, that's not how it works.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'll tell you what. If you actually got somebody, I don't know what Joe's, like, reaction would be to somebody messaging him like, here's a random person you should interview.
Yeah.
But I would imagine many people, you would hurt your chances of ever doing anything with that show by asking a random person to, like, there are some things that make sense and there are some things that don't. You know, like, for me, it was 8 years ago. No, it was 9 years ago. Some people were tweeting at Joe to have me on the show, and then Joe responded. That's about it. And then he canceled on me after I flew to LA.
Yeah.
And then the next year did the same thing. And then a few years later, he apologized.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
But then you were on the show, and it was an awesome show.
And it was all accidental.
Oh.
It was, I did a segment about, I recorded a segment about what happened with him and Jack Dorsey. And I kind of broke down a bunch of the things that I thought were wrong with it. And I said, you know, I think we're slightly better off for him having done the interview, but I don't think we got anything really, you know, out of it.
Yeah.
And he copyright claimed it automatically. And so I'm looking at my YouTube and it's like copyright claim from this company. And I'm like, wait, what? And then I look and I'm like, wait, Joe, because I had a screenshot of the podcast.
Oh.
So I DM'd him because he started following me after he was like, yo, I'm sorry about, you know, canceling you before. And then I was like, could you release this? Because like, this is like you taking my ad money.
Yeah.
And he was like,
man.
sorry about that. It's automatic. It happens.
You know, I want to add one thing to our conversation we were just having about that opportunity. When that teller comes to you and says, I mean, obviously I'm just using your example, and says, hey, this is a winning lotto ticket. It's only $1. But you should take this opportunity. When that opportunity comes along, like when Tim hit me up and said, hey, you want to do this show? I didn't hesitate. I said, absolutely, I do. I want to do that. That sounds awesome.
You knew what you
and I took the ticket, you know, and I won. And that's really the key. It's like, is it luck or is it just finding the right opportunity? And that those opportunities present themselves when you do the research, when you are knowledgeable and you are doing the work. When you start your podcast and you're just continuing doing it, those opportunities just start appearing.
But here's the important point, man. Me hitting you up wasn't a lotto ticket. You've done tons of camera work. You had a career on camera.
It's obviously much more than a lotto ticket.
Yeah, you're
the lotto ticket. It really. I don't even like that example. I was just using your example.
Right.
Because
So,
it involves gambling. That's not really part of it.
If I needed to get like my deck fixed and I called a carpenter I knew,
Yeah.
it's not luck. It's like, I know a carpenter. Hey, I need someone to fix this wood broke. He'd
Yeah,
be
I'm
like,
right here.
Yeah, so
man.
I'm like, I need somebody who's comfortable, confident on camera, like knows games and pop culture stuff.
Now that's not a joke about the soy Jesus thing. I am actually a carpenter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh, it's true.
Well, there you
I
go.
love it.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
here's what we should do, because we were actually talking about government overreach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just went off on the Young Turks.
And he's talking about liberating
I hate
himself.
doing this. I got to be honest. I really don't like talking about, say, like the Young Turks or whatever, because, you know, it's like I mentioned, he brags about his viewership and how important he is. Like, man, it's a bad look. You know, it's funny. It's like, this is not a good look for you, man.
Yeah.
But I really don't like doing content about people that don't matter. And it's not like he matters in his own right to his audience and to his business and all that. But he's not in politics. He tried. When he did, he mattered. Will this famous, you know, personality win? He didn't.
Okay.
Now he's not doing anything. So it's not that important. I use him only in this reference because he's an example of a high-profile progressive saying impeach Trump.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I begrudgingly mention, you know, this as there's just some people who create what I would call like lower brow content, which is exactly what I just did, which is why I'm like regretting having done it.
I tried warning you.
Tangent.
I know, but I felt it's kind of like it's been stewing for a while when you have these small channels that are bottom feeders. And what they do is they just create shock content about low tier. Like, you know what's funny, man? People who make videos about me, it's the funniest thing ever because nobody knows who I am.
Yeah.
I know I've got a bunch of subscribers. I know there's people watching. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but it's like if you went to any major corporation, I mean, how about this? Go look at the top podcasts on Apple. I'm not there.
Yeah.
Not there at all. You know who is? Like Ben Shapiro, you know, Steven Crowder, Rachel Maddow.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, of course, he's number one.
Yeah.
If you go to anybody in powerful media, they're going to be like, Tim who? And then you might show them something like, oh, I think I've heard of that
I think
guy.
you'd be surprised.
No, I think you'd be surprised.
Maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, no. So when people make content about me, it's like, not only am I one of like the weakest opinion people on YouTube, nobody cares.
Yes, but it's quality though.
Quality,
Opinion.
quality milk
Correct.
toast opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify, and we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.